And this gives me a good segue because I do want to talk about a young man that actually fought for custody of his kids and has them, but he said some dumbass shit out his mouth. So we got to talk about it now. And I'm talking about Dwayne Wade. He didn't have quite the fight. He had to pull out no 401ks because he plays for he played for the Miami Heat while he was going through that custody battle, and he sure enough did win.
Take the sugar because they talking shit about my dog. I gotta go over
there. I'm sorry, but he came across it saying that nobody's gonna remember MJ in about 20 years.
My God, that's what we talking about.
Yo, we need it because that's some dumbass shit to say, and you gotta be held to come because it's not true. It's not. It's not the same.
What? We already said that. Just off sneakers alone, nobody could fucking forget MJ.
That's
fucking.
I'll give you that. I'll give you the sneakers.
Just off sneakers alone. Mm-hmm. As far as basketball, like I said,
that's your best argument.
Last time.
That's your best argument.
That's the only argument that I feel.
Wilt Chamberlain never had no sneakers. Everybody.
That's what I'm saying. We don't talk about that nigga no more.
We don't talk about niggas like that. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about none of them niggas.
No, you already see the change in the culture where the young niggas is saying they wear 23 because of LeBron.
Yep.
Feel me? Like, if you want to be for real, there's really niggas like that right now.
Yep.
Niggas growing up and saying they favorite number 3 is Dwayne Wade, like there was never no Allen Iverson. So it's like that's.
But I'm still seeing those same young. They either buying Yeezys or they buying J's. They're not wearing Dwayne Wade sneaker. They're not wearing.
Definitely not.
Keep them alive.
Yeah.
The fashion is going to keep him alive.
Yeah.
But even though he's going to be alive, it's going to be alive in a different way. It's not going to be alive in the sense of he's the greatest basketball player ever. Everybody needs to remember that there was greatest basketball players before Michael Jordan that everybody thought was the greatest. Wilt was the greatest, and Lou Alcindor, a.k.a.
Russell,
the greatest. And you know what I'm saying? Dr. J was the greatest.
Peja Stojakovic.
What you put in your hookah?
He said Drazen. He said
Chris Mullin. He said Chris Mullin greatest. I'm just saying, Tom Passion,
Isaiah Thomas. You know what I mean? Niggas like that, niggas be really forgetting about them.
Things change. People get forgotten about all the time. I don't know why. Maybe because of the fashion thing, I understand.
Niggas already forgot about niggas like Dirk Nowitzki. Who the fuck is that? You feel me?
Exactly.
He's gone already.
Exactly. Go
just gonna take my
ask somebody about Tim Duncan and see what they say.
Anything about boring. The most boring baller
of all time. The best power forward that's ever played professional basketball. Nobody ever talked about it.
Yeah, I know that. He got a better career than Kobe, too.
Exactly. But nobody talks about it because it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just time. It's time passing.
Niggas bored. Niggas be bored. Niggas like, Tim Duncan off the glass. The bank.
The
bank is open. The announcers don't even be hyped. They're like, the bank is open.
Oh, your man be like, dang. I feel like the bank don't even be popping. Man. Yeah.
Talk, bro.
So Infinite, where you at with this?
I don't know what the fuck Wade was talking about.
Are you in it or are you against it? You think he was having something there? We're gonna forget about Jordan in 20 years?
I don't know. I mean, I kind of go with logic. He may not be regarded as like the greatest, of all time by that point, but he'll still be. Of course, his name is solidified, so
right.
I mean, he's good.
I
think it was just a bad analogy. Trying to use Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at that time was like that era's Tim Duncan in the 70s and 80s. Like that dude never spoke. Like
right. All right. So who was that Michael Jordan then?
And what I'm saying is before the 70s, 80s, when he was in high school,
who was that Michael Jordan?
He was LeBron James. When he was in high school, he was the most coveted high school basketball player in the history of high school basketball.
Yeah.
He was LeBron James. He was bigger than anything that had ever happened in basketball.
Right. But I'm just talking about from a personality standpoint.
And I got you. In personality, he was very different from that. But I'm just saying in terms of skills and the evaluation today, that will be different from back then. People don't even evaluate him anymore. People don't even talk about him anymore because the era has passed. And we all know he was great. But as you get older and you're outside that era, You don't necessarily know.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really think of anything he did that made him great. You just heard he was great from somebody who saw him, and you believed it.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what's going to keep it alive too. Like a lot of these players aren't even out of the league yet. When you get the Iguodala story or you get somebody, it always comes up. Like I just saw something random where Karl Malone was pissed because the interviewer brought up Micheal Jordan and they talked about what he said about Karl Malone in Last Dance. He said something about Karl Malone got the MVP the year that their last chip in the Last Dance, they win against the Utah Jazz, and he was
the second Utah Jazz championship run.
And Michael was mad that in that Michael way, he was trying to say he put a target on Malone's back from then on out because he should have been the MVP, and everybody knew it. So even Karl Malone dismissing it. Go ahead. If you had something to say?
I was just saying, I was just saying real quick that maybe Thomas Logic just said it. Obviously the players back then didn't get the coverage that Mike got. Mike was like that first dude to really get a lot of TV coverage. I mean, the NBA in the 60s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, was floundering. You know what I'm saying? Like the NBA was absolutely on the brink of, collapsing, and because of Showtime, with Magic, and then the rivalry with Bird, injected a lot of energy back into the NBA. So then, by the
that's when
time
it went off and they actually showed it live. I know what you're talking about, but if you go through that and then you look at Michael Jordan, and then you look at the evolution of Michael Jordan, which is LeBron James, you realize that after that there will be something else. It's going to be another level to it. It's not just going to cap off from what we. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think we as men of our age think it's all going to cap off right here where we at, and it don't, because all the men before us thought it was going to cap off right there where they was at, and it kept going. It's going to be another.
I just recently. Remember, Joe? I just asked you recently. How long you think it's going to be taking for the next,
the GOAT
to appear? Remember?
It's on its way.
Now I'm already asking those questions. I'm already asking those questions. Like
hoopslife.com. It's on its way. It's a completely different market. Like you said, now the imaging starts in middle school. It starts in like the 8th or 9th grade. We saw Andrew Wiggins dunking on people in Canada.
Yeah, ball is life. Yeah,
when he was 11. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the new thing now. Like that's the new level. The newest level is to catch them when they're young and watch the whole thing.
Watch the whole thing, the whole maturation.
All that. But the guy who comes out on top of that is going to be the GOAT. And everybody's going to say they knew he was the GOAT when he was 10 years old, because we was watching him on Ball Is Life or Hoop Is Life or this or that, or, whatever video on you. It's the next evolution.
It's exposure. Yeah, it's an exposure that we didn't have 40, 50 years ago, even 20 years ago.
Or 20 years ago.
Right.
Michael Jordan didn't have that kind of exposure. I never saw him play high school ball.
Right.
I saw him play college a couple times, but not nothing like that.
Right.
That's the logic to it. I think it's just going to keep going. It's just going to keep growing. It's going to keep evolving as we and social media and all of that evolve.
Okay,
that imaging is going to evolve. They're letting college kids sell their own jerseys and make money off their name. Man, you're going to see a whole nother side of that when these kids get a chance to build their own brands at Kansas and. All these other schools and Duke and you know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be a whole thing from there, because now you're going to see a whole bunch of shit you never paid attention to, who's out here TikTok dancing and doing whatever, getting this bread. And getting bread. You know what I'm saying? Touch. I'm saying?
Yo, once it get like that, it don't even matter where they ball at after that.
Yeah, exactly. They're already a brand.
That changes the whole.
You can go anywhere and get this money. You can go anywhere.
The whole landscape of the NBA.
You can go anywhere.
The owners and everybody gets less leverage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nigga, I'm a fucking star. This is Minnesota. Like, do you want your shit to buzz or what? Do you want your city to buzz? Do you want me or what? Like,
and now you're looking at Donovan Mitchell.
Right.
Like, trade me. Right. If you don't want me, say so. I'm out. Like, I go anywhere. You don't want me.
That motherfucker already said, "Oh yeah, I would like to play for the Heat." He said that shit the other day. And then all the Utah fans,
or anybody else that's not Utah. I would like to play basketball anywhere that isn't located next to Utah.
Utah fans was like, they said, like, get Dwayne Wade the fuck out of there. Get D Wade the fuck out of there.
I would like to play anywhere where there are hoes. I would love that. It would be nice to have hoes.
They already took Jimmy. He's like, yo, he already took Jimmy. Get D Wade out of there.
What do you think, Joseph? What do you think? Joey G, what do you think? Do you think we're gonna forget about Mike? Not us, but the next generation's coming forward. Do you think we're gonna
forget your son? Your son.
Do you think your son is gonna hold Mike where you hold Mike at right now?
I tend to agree from the fashion perspective. Like, yeah, Mike's eternal. Like, I don't know when it's gonna, because I feel like that was the first shoe that made it okay for you to dress up in a full suit and you wear sneakers. Like, you wearing J's. Like, that's just. I don't know.
It was the Chuck Taylor.
It was Chuck Taylor's.
Chuck Taylor.
Probably with Chucks.
It was Chucks.
Probably with Chucks.
All right.
Yeah, well, bias.
I mean, but it makes, of all generations on all levels, like they're sneakerheads and like I said, it's Yeezy or it's Jordans. And then there's just historical evidence.
Right.
So when we're putting things on Netflix, like people that don't know about Jordan, I mean, what they feel when they watch it, I'm not in it for that. Like, I can't tell you what they're going to interpret it as. It's not going to be as prevalent to them as it is to us, of course, because we actually lived through it. But I can say that he's done enough to his legacy to ensure that he lives on for a very long time. Whether that's another 20, 50, records are meant to be broken and people are forgotten.